Pope Francis is in the news this week, mostly just because he's Pope. There's only one of him, and he supposedly leads 1.2 billion people. But this week, he's in the news for something that's, I guess, surprising to some, which is for saying that evolution and the Big Bang theory are real. And this is newsworthy in 2014, more than 150 years after Charles Darwin wrote On the Origin of Species, because we as a society have incredibly, embarrassingly low standards for our religious leaders. The fact is that Catholics have never really had much of a problem with either of those two theories. Past popes have already stated that evolution is totally cool, and the Big Bang Theory was originally proposed by an honest-to-God Catholic priest. That said, the previous pope, Pope Benedict, did say some really boneheaded things about evolution, particularly that neo-Darwinian evolution is false. So I guess Pope Francis continues to at least be better than that jerk, for whatever it's worth. But what is it worth, really? I mean, while progressives everywhere continue to celebrate Pope Francis's supposedly radical ideas of encouraging Christians to actually care about the poor and not shun centuries-old scientific advances, really, at this point in time, I think we should be beyond the idea of 1.2 billion people caring what one guy says, one guy who claims to be the special mouthpiece of an unfathomable, supernatural, universal force. For the most part, it does seem like we are headed towards a future where Catholics really don't care what the Pope says, at least judging by the number of Catholics I know who have been divorced and used birth control. So hopefully it's only a matter of time before these sort of headlines actually read something more like possibly delusional old man says something everybody already knew is a fact. In the meanwhile, my hopes for Pope Francis remain justifiably low, considering the other headline he made this week, which was Pope Francis gives blessing to exorcism conference. Wow. On behalf of everyone with mental disorders that are actually being treated by real doctors using real medicine, fuck you, Frank.